So what's going on, guys? I'm Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video on the channel where today, well, we've had a load of things happen this week to do with Call of Duty, whether it be the reveal of Modern Warfare 3 and the Zombies mode, which I've spoken about a little bit, or in my opinion, even bigger news, Jason Blundell, David Vonderhaar leaving Treyarch. Everybody remembers when Jason Blundell left for Zombies. If you don't know, he was the main guy for Zombies. After that, and this isn't just me, everybody noticed that there was a change in the Zombies mode. As you would expect, when the boss, the main person, the main guy behind a mode leaves, all of those ideas leave with him, so there's going to be a change. That happened to Zombies, and now David Vonderhaar is left. And just in case you don't know who he is for some reason, he's probably the biggest, most popular COD developer there is. He was essentially the design director at Treyarch. The guy, I would say, mainly in charge of multiplayer. But yeah, he posted this where he said, "Today, I am sharing that I have left Activision and Treyarch after an incredible 18 years and 8 Call of Duty games. To my co-workers at Treyarch, I am immensely grateful for the time we invested working to improve our craft, never sitting on success, and always wondering how to improve what we design and how we produce it. Thank you to the Call of Duty community for your passion and enthusiasm. That energy has often fueled our determination as a studio and individuals. I will always be grateful for the opportunity to interact with so many of you directly, online and in person. This energy will always be a massive part of me. I am staying in the games industry, working on an undisclosed project I can't discuss yet, but I am excited about a rare and unique opportunity. I'll update you as soon as possible, Van." And obviously, Treyarch gave him a farewell message as well. They said, "Farewell to the legendary David Vonderhaar, whose discipline, creativity and innovation has helped shape our games from COD 2, the big red one, to Black Ops Cold War. His iconic phrases and groundbreaking ideas will be missed. Excited for your next adventure." Call of Duty developers leave all of the time and you never really see goodbye messages like this. The last one we got, I think, was for Jason Blundell, and now David Vonderhaar has got one, so it does show how big of a dev he was. If you like Treyarch games, then this guy was a big reason as to why they were so good. If we look at all of the games he worked on, he started with Call of Duty 2, the big red one, which came out in 2005. I'm not too sure what year he started working at Treyarch, but I'm assuming it would have been 04 then, maybe 03, if this was his first game. But every Treyarch game since then, so Call of Duty 3, I'm pretty sure I played that one on the PS2. He then worked on COD 3, which I played not too long ago. His next one was then World at War. Everybody knows how good that is. It was the start of Zombies, even though he didn't have anything to do with that. But the multiplayer, the campaign, COD 4 and World at War arguably shaped Call of Duty games into what they are today, especially the multiplayer side. World at War was that game for Treyarch that took them to the next level for MP and Zombies. He then worked on Black Ops, you could say the #1 COD. The multiplayer on this game was fantastic. Funnily enough, I actually sold it within my first 3 days of playing, I think, just because, well, looking back now, I must have been crazy, but I just didn't like it. I ended up buying it back again a week later, so I have no idea why I sold it, but yeah, Black Ops, amazing. Then we had Black Ops 2 from him. This has to be the best MP of all time. The best overall Call of Duty as well, beating anything from Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer. Let's not even mention them. And then he also made Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 and Cold War as well. All of these games, I would say, even Cold War, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I couldn't get into the multiplayer. I thought the Zombies was okay. The campaign was alright, pretty good. It was an overall okay Call of Duty game, but even then, if you look at that compared to the COD games we've got now, it was good, especially for the hand that Treyarch were dealt with this game, given the shorter development time. Treyarch still managed to pull off a miracle here. David Vonderhaar and his team was a big part of that, so if you just look at all of the games that he's worked on, every single Treyarch game here, I would say, is a part of the golden era of Call of Duty. I think even Cold War will go into that eventually. Maybe not right now just because it's a bit newer, but David Vonderhaar was an essential piece of what made Treyarch different to any other developer. If you look at any of the old interviews from him, and even Treyarch mentioned it in their tweet, Vonderhaar's iconic phrases, his groundbreaking ideas, Treyarch's games wouldn't be the same without him. I don't think they'd be anywhere near as good. I said the same thing for Jason Blundell. When I said that, a lot of people said, "Eli, it's a team effort. You can't say that. Take it back. I know it's a team," but the same thing goes for any company out there. When the leader, the main person, leaves, it changes things, and that happened for Zombies. You could see the shift from when Jason Blundell left during Black Ops 4's life cycle, what happened to Zombies towards the end of that game, and then for Cold War and Vanguard, and now we've got Modern Warfare 3 Zombies coming as well. There was a difference, so there's also a part of me that's a little bit worried how this will change for Treyarch's games going into the future. How this will change the multiplayer. Who's going to be taking over his role? One thing I really liked about Vonderhaar was his kind of rock and roll ideas. They were more off the cuff. He didn't follow the line of what you would expect from Call of Duty, which was part of the reason why Treyarch's games were different to any of the other devs. They were more crazier, I would say. I just hope we don't lose that. Vonderhaar did a lot and his role shouldn't be understated. And I don't know if any of you will remember this person. If you've been playing COD for a long time, then maybe. But Robert Bowling replied to his tweet. He was essentially, I would say, the main multiplayer person for Infinity Ward back in the day, for COD 4, MW2 and MW3, the golden era of their games. Robert Bowling was the Vonderhaar of Infinity Ward, and he replied to his tweet saying, "Von, you did more to keep Call of Duty alive than most people I've ever known. I look forward to anything he does next." Which just shows how much work David Vonderhaar did to, as Robert says, keep Call of Duty alive. In a time especially more recently where COD has been pretty poor, Treyarch on the other hand and David Vonderhaar really did try their best to make sure that COD didn't die a lot more than it has. I just think developers like this are pretty rare. They don't come around too often. You could tell the passion he has for Call of Duty and Treyarch, so yeah, people like this aren't to be underappreciated. Like Jason Blundell, they make a big difference. He's been there a long time. He gets Call of Duty, he understands it, he knows what it's about. So personally, just from me, I'd like to say thank you, Van, for giving me some great memories. And I'm interested to see what he's actually doing next. And then just to quickly finish this video off, there was another topic I wanted to touch on. I was going to make a separate video on it, but I think I'm going to leave it just for now. We all know MW3 Zombies was revealed a few days ago. I made one video on it, just talking about all of the details, but I didn't really give my opinions as much. I wanted to let things settle in and see what other people thought as well. And from what I can see so far, it's kind of mixed. By the way, David Vonderhaar's had nothing to do with this one, so I'll put that out there. But from what I can see so far, just looking at interactions from the community, I don't really know what to do. I'm trying not to put any negativity out there because I love the zombies mode and I don't want to put a dampener on it before it's released. If you ask me for my honest opinion, it doesn't sound good. I'm not excited for it at all. I can only be 100% honest. I wasn't a fan of Outbreak in Cold War, but I was kind of looking forward to see how they could improve it. However, this isn't anything like Outbreak. It's more DMZ with zombies in it. Treyarch have explained a little bit how it works. I can only just speak from the heart and say it doesn't sound good. I'm super excited for the storyline, but gameplay wise, there's just something I'm not clicking with. What I loved about COD Zombies was how unique it was. Every single aspect, gameplay, story, Easter eggs, but this is just DMZ with zombies. It's not unique zombies gameplay. It's not a unique zombies map. You can't just stick zombies in a multiplayer mode and then expect people to like it. So there we go. A video I wanted to make. I think it deserved one, especially for such an important developer. This could affect Treyarch going into the future, just how zombies changed. We probably will see some changes with Treyarch's next games. Hopefully they still keep what makes Treyarch unique though. So yeah, drop a like rating, make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.